This postseason broadcast is brought to you by Thomas More Prep Marion alumni. Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. Walmart Superstore. Save money, live better, Walmart. Lifetime Dental Care. Health, function, beauty. Bacon Wright Appraising Services. They are certified to provide appraisals for your next transaction. Hello to something different. Swift Services. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud to support local student athletes. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes. 2 minutes to drop it off and 2 minutes to pick it up. Hayes Convention and Visitors Bureau. Check out visithays.com today. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. And by Eagle Communications, our community connected. This postseason broadcast is brought to you by Thomas More Prep Marion alumni. Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. Walmart Superstore. Save money, live better, Walmart. Lifetime Dental Care. Health, function, beauty. Bacon Wright Appraising Services. They are certified to provide appraisals for your next transaction. Home Steel Siding and Windows. Making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. At Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, they believe there is nothing more powerful or more important than a home. Classic Quality Body Shop. Over 32 years of quality body care. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Swift Services. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud to support local student athletes. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes. 2 minutes to drop it off and 2 minutes to pick it up. Hayes Convention and Visitors Bureau. Check out visithays.com today. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. And by Eagle Communications, our community connected. This postseason broadcast is brought to you by Thomas More Prep Marion alumni. Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. Walmart Superstore. Save money, live better, Walmart. Lifetime Dental Care. Health, function, beauty. Bacon Wright Appraising Services. They are certified to provide appraisals for your next transaction. Home Steel Siding and Windows. Making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. At Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, they believe there is nothing more powerful or more important than a home. Classic Quality Body Shop. Over 32 years of quality body care. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Swift Services. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud to support local student athletes. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes. 2 minutes to drop it off and 2 minutes to pick it up. Hayes Convention and Visitors Bureau. Check out visithays.com today. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. And by Eagle Communications, our community connected. This postseason broadcast is brought to you by Thomas More Prep Marion alumni. Worlds of opportunity, investing for eternity. Walmart Superstore. Save money, live better, Walmart. Lifetime Dental Care. Health, function, beauty. Bacon Wright Appraising Services. They are certified to provide appraisals for your next transaction. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. At Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, they believe there is nothing more powerful or more important than a home. Classic Quality Body Shop. Over 32 years of quality body care. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Swift Services. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud to support local student athletes. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes. 2 minutes to drop it off and 2 minutes to pick it up. Hayes Convention and Visitors Bureau. Check out visithays.com today. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. And by Eagle Communications, our community connected. This postseason broadcast is brought to you by Thomas More Prep Marion alumni. Worlds of opportunity, investing for eternity. Walmart Superstore. Save money, live better, Walmart. Lifetime Dental Care. Health, function, beauty. Bacon Wright Appraising Services. They are certified to provide appraisals for your next transaction. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. At Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, they believe there is nothing more powerful or more important than a home. Classic Quality Body Shop. Over 32 years of quality body care. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Swift Services. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud to support local student athletes. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes. 2 minutes to drop it off and 2 minutes to pick it up. Hayes Convention and Visitors Bureau. Check out visithays.com today. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. And by Eagle Communications, our community connected. This postseason broadcast is brought to you by Thomas More Prep Marion alumni. Worlds of opportunity, investing for eternity. Walmart Superstore. Save money, live better, Walmart. Lifetime Dental Care. Health, function, beauty. Bacon Wright Appraising Services. They are certified to provide appraisals for your next transaction. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. At Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, they believe there is nothing more powerful or more important than a home. Classic Quality Body Shop. Over 32 years of quality body care. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Swift Services. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud to support local student athletes. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes, 2 minutes to drop it off, and 2 minutes to pick it up. Hayes Convention and Visitors Bureau. Check out visithayes.com today. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. And by Eagle Communications, our community connected. This postseason broadcast is brought to you by Thomas More Prep Marion alumni. Worlds of opportunity, investing for eternity. Walmart Superstore. Save money, live better, Walmart. Lifetime Dental Care. Health, function, beauty. Bacon Wright Appraising Services. They are certified to provide appraisals for your next transaction. Home Steel Siding and Windows. Making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. At Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, they believe there is nothing more powerful or more important than a home. Classic Quality Body Shop. Over 32 years of quality body care. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Swift Services. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud to support local student athletes. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes, 2 minutes to drop it off, and 2 minutes to pick it up. Hayes Convention and Visitors Bureau. Check out visithayes.com today. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. And by Eagle Communications, our community connected.
And we're set for the first round of regional softball from Ulysses. I'm Dustin Armbruster with Amy B. at the KFIX studio and Harrison on the camera for ECTV and HaysPost.com. 91 degrees at first pitch, and the wind will be an issue. 15 miles an hour out of the southwest, gusting to 25. Blowing out to left center field, kind of right to left here. And so right-handed hitters who get around on a pitch are going to have an excellent opportunity to lift one into the air. The Hays High Indians, the visiting team in this 4-team regional tournament. The winner of this tournament heads on to the state tournament in Salina, where Hays High was just 1 year ago. Hays High will lead off Cassidy Pro, Brooke Denning, and Macy Altman. The left fielder, center fielder, and shortstop, Bailey Bugner, is the starting pitcher, and the first pitch is a strike to Cassidy Pro. First pitch brought to you by Steel Fabrications, the Ironmen of Western Kansas. If you need it fixed, welded, or sandblasted, see Steel Fab, East Highway 40 in Hays. Second pitch misses low, 1-1 to Cassidy Pro. Cassidy Pro, a .333 hitter on the year, 17 for 51. The pitch from Bugner is a called strike on the outside edge, 1-2. Pro this season started the year 5 for 13, then went 4 for 8 versus Colby. Here's the 1-2 from Bugner. That one will come in low, and it goes 3-1. So I ended up off on a pitch as well. So 3-1 now to Pro, the leadoff hitter. Pitch on the way. Hit to the second baseman. Down on it is Guschenritter, and she will throw to first in time for the first out as Pro swinging on the 3-1 pitch, and there's one away. That'll bring up Brooke Denning, the freshman center fielder. Brooke, who was hitting lower in the order earlier this year, is now hitting second. In 17 games, she's batting .390, 16 for 41. First pitch misses, 1-0 from Andale Garden Plains pitcher Bailey Bugner. Denning steps out for a moment, looks down the third base line, set for the 1-0 pitch. That one off speed, and Denning around on it and misses, 1-1. The outfield for this Garden Plain Andale team is Rachel Blasi in left field. She will not bat. The center fielder is Macy Eck. Right field, Peyton Chavez. 1-1 the count. The pitch from Bugner. That one hit well. That is drilled to deep center field, and that is gone for a home run by freshman Brooke Denning. It is her second home run of the season, and Denning gives the Hays High Indians the 1-0 lead. Correction on Brooks' first home run of the season. We mentioned the wind. Denning got it up in the wind and sent it over the center field fence, and the Hays High Indians a 1-0 lead over the Andale Garden Plain first-seeded Indians here in Ulysses. And that'll bring up Macy Altman, the shortstop. Altman does have a home run. That's where I got off on one. So Denning blast one to center field, caught that jet stream, and it was gone. Altman standing in from the right side, takes a pitch low, 1-0. Altman on the season, batting .321, 17 for 53 this year. The pitch on the way to Altman, swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. In 18 games, 4 doubles, a home run, 5 extra base hits in her 17 hits this year. Pitch on the way from Bugner, swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch that was outside, and it's 1-2. Altman steps way out of the batting box this time, wants to reset herself, knows that she swung at a bad pitch. Here's the 1-2 from Bugner on the way, swing and a miss, and down on strikes is Macy Altman, and there's one away. 2 away, excuse me. Bringing up Cameron Jensen, the right fielder. 1-0 Hays High after the home run by Brooke Denning, her first of the year. The wind gusting up to 25 miles an hour, making a difference already in inning number 1. Jensen, senior from the right side, 18 games, .417 batting average. Hays High comes in at 7-11. Pitch misses to the right fielder, 1-0. Hays High did not get that McPherson triangular in that was rained out back in April. Pitch on the way. That one's hit to the gap in left center field. That's going to get down and roll, and that's going to be a single for Cameron Jensen. Indians' second hit of the inning. Jensen's 21st hit on the season, leading this team in hits. Bringing up the pitcher, Jasa Wickers, who will look to help out her own cause with her team already leading 1-0. Coach Erin Wagner pregame show said she wanted her team to start out hot, get out top early, and see what they can do. And there's a hot shot to the shortstop, tries a backhand, can't get it. And the throw to second, not in time. And reaching on an error is Jasa Wickers. Runners at first and second for Cheyenne Shoemaker.
Excuse me, Shoemaker. That's you're on deck.
Jasa Wickers reaches on the air. It would have been a tough play, but the shortstop Grimes certainly had an opportunity at it. She got her glove on it with the backhand and still nearly got the ball to second base in time. Shoemaker takes a pitch, 1-0. Pitch to Cheyenne quickly from Bugner. That one misses. And it's 2-0. Indians lead 1-0. A home run by Brooke Denning, the second batter of the game. And now 2 on, 2 out for Cheyenne Shoemaker. Ahead in the count, 2-0. Swing and a miss late on the fastball, 2-1. Shoemaker on the season, batting .333, 15 for 45 in her first season on varsity. The pitch on the way to Shoemaker. Check swing held back on the off speed, and it's 3-1. Bugner, the pitcher for Andale Garden Plain, has been out of the strike zone more than in it. 3-1 to Shoemaker, pops it up right side, the wind blowing it back in play, and it's caught by the first baseman, Carly Hopper, in foul territory. Indians get a run in the top of the first inning. Garden Plain comes to the plate for the first time next on 96.9 KFIX.
This postseason broadcast is brought to you by Thomas More Prep Marion alumni. Worlds of opportunity, investing for eternity. Walmart Superstore. Save money, live better, Walmart. Lifetime Dental Care. Health, function, beauty. Bacon Wright Appraising Services. They are certified to provide appraisals for your next transaction. Home Steel Siding and Windows. Making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. At Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, they believe there is nothing more powerful or more important than a home. And by Eagle Communications, our community connected.
Indian Regional Softball today is being brought to you by Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, Thomas More Prep Marion, and Master Cleaners. Hayes High leads 1-0 to the bottom of the first inning against Andale Garden Plain. Coached by Chuck Schrader, and they're the 1 seed in the tournament at 15-5. Game number 2 today will be between the home team and third-seeded Ulysses Tigers. They will be taking on the Maize South Mavericks in the second semifinal of today's 4-team sub-state or regional. The winner of the regional tournament heads to Salina for the 4A Division I state softball tournament, where Hayes High was 1 year ago, losing to Kansas City Piper in the first round. Pitching for the Hayes High Indians will be Jasa Wickers with a 1-0 lead, 12th appearance of the year, 10th start of the season, a 2-4 record, .240 batting average against her, and a 4.13 ERA. Misses to the leadoff hitter, Shonda Cox. Third baseman will lead off. Wickers this year, 40 2/3 innings. She's pitched over 100 innings in her career at Hayes High. Here's a little number up to the second baseman. Park up with it, throws to first in time, and there's one away. It was a slow hit to the right side. Bree Park, the second baseman, who won't be batting today, had to make a charge on it. Very speedy Cox was unable to beat out the throw, bringing up Peyton Chavez. Wickers this year in her 40 2/3 innings has struck out 39, walked 28, and unfortunately she has hit 24 as well. Pitch misses to Chavez, and it's 1-0. Wickers, the sophomore, part of that tandem of pitchers a year ago that went to the state tournament. Chavez, a soft line drive right to Bree Park, who has to move over to her right to make the catch, and there's 2 away. To the left-handed hitting center fielder, Macy Eck. Eck from the left side sees the Wickers pitch miss, 1-0, and so far each of the at-bats has gone 2 pitches, and each has started 1-0, so we'll see if that trend continues here with the third hitter. Wickers this year in her 40 2/3 innings has allowed 85 runs, but just 24 are earned, and the second pitch is drilled by Eck, and that is gone, and we're tied on a bomb by the center fielder, Macy Eck. So each team taking advantage of that wind, and both the home run by Hayes High's Brooke Dinning and the one by Macy Eck drilled to center field. It caught the wind and was gone. So 1-all, 2 outs, bottom of the first inning, and it's the 4-hitter, the pitcher Bailey Bugner. And it was a no-doubter by both Dinning and then by Eck. Both center fielders hitting a home run, both to center field over one another. The pitch on the way, called strike to Bugner, and it's 0-1. Right-handed hitting pitcher. Steps out of the batter's box, looks down to the third base line, and resets herself on that right side. The pitch from Wickers is an off-speed that comes up high, and it's 1-1. Hayes High this year, 7-11, finished 2-6 in the Western Athletic Conference. Their 2 wins against Liberal in the WAC back on May the 2nd. Games that were moved from Liberal to Hayes, and a pop foul that goes harmlessly to the dirt in front of the third base dugout puts the count at 1-2 to Bailey Bugner. 1-all, bottom of the first, a pair of solo home runs, one by each team, one by each team's center fielder. Bugner checks over her bat, steps in from the right side. Pitcher versus pitcher here in the 4th hitter of the inning, and laying off the pitch is Bugner. Wanted to swing and then held back for the 2-2 pitch count. Hayes High wins this year include a pair of wins over Goodland, one of those 26-4 to start the year, and 12-0. Here's a pop-up on the short infield, and the catcher Mackenzie Fagan runs it down, and that's the inning. After 1 inning complete, a solo home run by each team. Hayes and Andale tied at 1 after 1 complete on 96.9 KFIX.
This postseason broadcast is brought to you by Classic Quality Body Shop. Over 32 years of quality body care. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Swift Services. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud to support local student athletes. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes. 2 minutes to drop it off and 2 minutes to pick it up. Hayes Convention and Visitors Bureau. Check out visithays.com today. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. And by Eagle Communications, our community connected.
We're on to the top of the second inning, where the Hayes High Indians and the Andale Garden Plain Indians tied at 1. A solo home run by each team in the first inning, and Hayes High will bring to the plate Callan Petts.
Big, and you're on deck.
Batting 184 this year, 7 for 38, a pair of doubles in her 7 hits. Has driven in 9 and scored 7 runs. And the first pitch, strike to Petts, 0-1. Indians' Brooke Dinning providing the Indians a short 1-0 lead on a home run to center field on a day where the wind is blowing out of the southwest, 15 miles an hour, gusting to 25. Pitch misses to Petts, 1-1 as it bounces in the dirt. And then responding was the center fielder for Andale, Macy Eck. Pitch misses, 2-1 to Petts. Petts has walked 5 times this year, been hit by 2 pitches. Pitch on the way. Hit to the second baseman. Inner glove on the backstop. Gushin Ritter with it and throws on to first base for the out. Good play by the second baseman. Gushin Ritter had to go range close to second base to come up with the softball. And coming to the plate will be Rihanna Harmon. As a team this year, Hayes High batting .315. When they get runners in scoring position, they're batting .378. Pitch on the way. That one called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Indians today with runners in scoring position, 0-1. Rihanna Harmon, the first baseman, looks at the 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. Harmon on the season in 14 games, 6 for 27, batting .222, 1 extra base hit in that, which was a double. Pitch on the way to Harmon. That one way up and high. Harrison, who's on camera for us for Hayes Post and ECTV, thankful that there is a fence there. And he's steady like a rock. The 1-2 on the way to Harmon, swing and a miss, and there's 2 away. Second strikeout of the day for Bailey Bugner. That'll bring up Mackenzie Fagan, the catcher, as she will try to turn around the order in this 1-all ball game. Mackenzie Fagan, the catcher this season, the sophomore in 18 games, batting .314, 16 for 51. Pitch on the way, high, 1-0. Fagan has caught every inning this year for the Hayes High Indians. Fagan with 16 hits this year, matching her 16 hits from a year ago. Lays off a pitch, but it's called strike, 1-1. Fagan hit her first home run of the season and her career, a grand slam against Goodland. Pitch on the way, laid off of it, and it's 2-1. Fagan, .314 this year, .327 in her career for a batting average. Has 4 extra base hits this year, swing and a miss, 2-2. 3 doubles and a home run this year. A year ago, she had 1 double for her only extra base hit. Driven in 13, scored 15 runs, both career highs. 1-1, top of the second, pitch on the way. And that one is a slow off-speed pitch that Fagan waited on, but hit it right to the first baseman Hopper, who fields, steps on first, and the Indians go harmlessly in the top of the second. After 1.5, 1-all between Hayes and Andale from Regional Softball in Ulysses on 96.9 KFIX.
This postseason broadcast is brought to you by Thomas More Prep Marion alumni. Worlds of opportunity, investing for eternity. Walmart Superstore. Save money, live better, Walmart. Lifetime Dental Care. Health, function, beauty. Bacon Wright Appraising Services. They are certified to provide appraisals for your next transaction. Home Steel Siding and Windows. Making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. At Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, they believe there is nothing more powerful or more important than a home. And by Eagle Communications, our community connected.
Indian softball today being brought to you by Lifetime Dental Care, Walmart, and Verney's Hamburger House. 1-all to the bottom of the second inning. Still a pair of solo home runs, one by each team the difference. And we're awaiting the catcher Mackenzie Fagan, who was the final out of the previous inning, getting her gear on in the first base dugout before we can resume as the 5, 6, and 7 hitters come up for Andale Garden Plain. Rachel Bergkamp, Abby Gordon, and Bria Guchenritter, the catcher, designated player, and second baseman for the Andale Garden Plain Indians. Part of the same school district, obviously separate schools, and the combination of the two, they have to combine the enrollment, brings them up to 4A Division I. Typically Andale 4A Division II and Garden Plain a 2A school most of the time, but the combination brings them up to 4A Division I, which of course that could all change if the current CASHA proposal that is off to the schools ends up being passed. There will only be one 4A division from here on out, but still about a half a month to get those votes in from the schools from across the state of Kansas. First pitch to Bergkamp, swing and a miss, 0-1. Second pitch comes a bit inside, and it's 1-1 to Bergkamp. Wicker's out for her second inning. Wicker's her 26th career appearance, 18th career start. Pitch on the way, off speed, fouled off to the third base dugout. Lands in front of Abby Gordon, who is on deck, and it's 1-2 to Rachel Bergkamp. Up for the first time, she is the sixth hitter for this Andale Garden Plain team. The pitch on the way, popped up on the infield, sky high. The wind blows it fair, and the Indians drop it. It lands harmlessly. 4 players were there for Hayes High, and a error for the Hayes High Indians, number 79 on the season.
Hopper, you're in the hole.
Bringing up Abby Gordon. Indians had way too many players in the vicinity of that
Courtesy
softball.
runner comes in.
Courtesy runner coming in for Andale Garden Plain. That'll be Jenna Jarmer. Jenna Jarmer to the first base as a courtesy runner. She is a freshman. That'll bring up Abby Gordon, the designated player. Pitch on the way, and it's missing the strike zone, 1-0. Fagan came up ready to throw. Jarmer stays at first, so the Indians with an error allowing a runner on first instead of nobody on and one out. Pitch on the way to Wickers. Off speed, popped up left side, over top of the shortstop, Altman. That is going to be the left fielder pro up with it. Throw to third, not in time. Sliding in safely is Jarmer, the courtesy runner. And on the throw, Gordon goes to second. And there's 2 on, nobody out. On the single by Gordon, she moves to third. It moves to second on the throw, despite the triple that was announced on the PA system. Bringing up Bria Guschenritter, the second baseman. Pitch called a strike, 0-1. Indians 78 errors coming in, 79 today, and that has been the issue for Hayes High defensively. The 0-1, that one hit her. And the bases are loaded, and that is the 25th hit batter this year by Jasa Wickers.
That brings up number 12, Hopper. Grimes, you're on.
Bases loaded, nobody out for Carly Hopper, the 8-hitter. And right now, the error looming large for the Hayes High Indians. 1-all, bottom of the second inning, and Carly Hopper to the plate for the first time, the first baseman. Squares around, shows bunt against Wickers. Pitch on the way, pulls back on the bunt, called strike, 0-1. Andale Garden Plain attacking. Bailey Bugner, who popped out to end the first inning, saw the most pitches of an at-bat so far. That was 5. Bases loaded, nobody out, showing bunt as Hopper. She pulls back, takes a pitch high, 1-1. Batting from the right side, Carly Hopper, a junior. Like Hayes High, Andale Garden Plain with not very many seniors. They have 3 on the roster. Pitch swung on, foul ball, 1-2. Indians need a big out here to try to keep this inning at a minimum. The pitch as it was swung on nearly took out the courtesy runner at third place, Jenna Jarmer. Running for the pitcher, or rather running for the catcher, Rachel Bergkamp. Here's the 1-2 on the way. That one inside, and it's 2-2. An error, a single, and then a hit batter. The 2-2 on the way, off speed, and a called strike 3, and the first strikeout of the day for the Hayes High Indians, Jasa Wickers. Bases loaded, 1 out for Madison Grimes, the 9-hitter.
Hopper to the plate. Grimes, you're on deck.
That'll hit. The first pitch does Madison Grimes, and the go-ahead run comes in as the courtesy runner, Jarmer, comes in to score. Gordon to third, Guschenritter to second, and Grimes, hit by the pitch, goes to first base. Top of the order, Shonda Cox, who grounded out to open the bottom of the first inning. 2-1 in favor of Andale Garden Plain now. Foul tip. Back to the screen, 0-1. The most pitches any batter has seen so far is Bailey Bugner and Carly Hopper have each seen 5. Andale Garden Plain on the attack early in the pitch count. The 0-1 from Wickers on the way, off speed, holding back on the swing. It's 1-1. To Shonda Cox, the leadoff hitter. 2-1, bottom of the second. Andale Indians with the lead. The pitch on the way, off speed, swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. An error, a single, then a hit by pitch, strikeout, and then a hit by pitch drives in a run. A tough RBI for Madison Grimes. The 1-2 from Wickers on the way, popped straight back into the screen, I should say. Still 1-2 to Shonda Cox. Hayes High Indian Softball today is being brought to you by Bacon Rhine Appraising Services, Home Steel Siding and Windows, and Next Tech Wireless. 91 degrees at first pitch. Indians playing in on the infield, and the pitch gets away from Wickers, goes way to the side of the fence. A wild pitch brings home another run. 3-1, Andale Garden Plain.
Gordon crosses home plate.
Guchenritter to third, Grimes to second, and it's 2-2 to Shonda Cox. So 1 hit in the inning, 2 runs have scored. The 2-2 to Shonda Cox on the way. That one hit her. 3 hit batters in the inning. That one does not bring in a run. First base was open. And the bases are loaded, and there's one away for Peyton Chavez. And now time being called. The infield wants to go in and talk with Jasa Wickers for a moment. Ace High Indian Softball being brought to you by Swift Services, Classic Quality Body Shop, Hayes Convention and Visitors Bureau, and Eagle Communications. An error to lead off the inning, then a single, a hit by pitch, and then a strikeout looking. Had the bases loaded and 1 out, but then Madison Grimes and Shonda Cox each hit by a pitch. A wild pitch mixed in there as well, 3-1, bottom of the second. Indians took an early 1-0 lead on a home run by Brooke Denning. Now the bases loaded, 1 out for Peyton Chavez. Hit a soft line drive to Bree Park in the first inning. Now we're bottom of the second. Pitch on the way. That one bounces against the shin guard of the catcher, Mackenzie Fagan, bounces way up, and a wild pitch will bring in a run as Guchenritter scores from third, 4-1. Andale Garden Plain, and all the runners move up. Grimes to third, Cox to second. Now first base open, 1-0 to Peyton Chavez. Pitch on the way, called strike, 1-1. 3 runs have scored, 1 hit has been recorded. The pitch on the way to Wickers, and that hitter. 4 hit batters in the inning. And the bases once again loaded. Last 3 batters have all been hit, and 4 of the last 5. That'll bring up the only left-handed hitter so far today, Macy Eck, who blasted a home run back in the first inning. And the bases loaded, 1 out. 4-1 Andale Garden Plain, and a pitch taken outside for a ball, 1-0. Hayes High Baseball will be at the regional tournament in Buhler coming up on Tuesday. Pitch on the way from Wickers. That one fouled away late on the swing, 1-1. We'll be at the brand new complex for Buhler, passed on a $10 million sports-only bond issue after they passed a bond issue to improve all of the schools. Pitch on the way, off-speed high, 2-1. The bond issue improved all the schools, then the sports bond issue built a new track, a baseball, softball, and tennis facility. Pitch on the way, fouled away into the screen, 2-2. And so we will be at the new facility. It'd be interesting to see what they did with the money, obviously. They turfed their football field as well, built some new stands. The 2-2 from Wickers, that misses high. 3-2 to Macy Eck with the bases loaded and 1 out. 3 runs across, only 1 out recorded in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch on the way. That one hit first base side, just foul, and it remains 3-2. So Buhler tomorrow, Hayes High will take on McPherson in that game, which will be the second game of the day, the second semifinal, the first one between Ulysses and Buhler, who is the 1 seed. Pitch on the way, the 3-2 popped up, right side, fair and gone. A second home run for Macy Eck. This one a grand slam home run. Macy Eck is 2 for 2 at the plate, 2 home runs and 5 RBI. That one a grand slam, and it is 8-1 in favor of Andale Garden Plain. Madison Grimes scores, Shonda Cox scores, Peyton Chavez scores, and Macy Eck scores. And we may go with a pitching change here in the bottom of the second inning. A 7-run inning and only 2 hits now recorded. And do we see a pitching change? We will. So we will take a break. We're back in a minute on the pitching change here at Hayes High. Pitching change today is brought to you by Horizon Appliance and Electronics. Back in 60 seconds. This is Hayes High Indian Softball.
This postseason broadcast is brought to you by Thomas More Prep Marion alumni. Worlds of opportunity, investing for eternity. Walmart Superstore. Save money, live better, Walmart. Lifetime Dental Care. Health, function, beauty. Bacon Wright Appraising Services. They are certified to provide appraisals for your next transaction.
Pitching change in the bottom of the second inning with the Hayes High Indians trailing 8-1. Macy Altman is going to be the new pitcher. And your pitching change is brought to you by Horizon Appliance and Electronics, where they stock a full line of appliances, HD TVs, and Traeger grills. Open 7 days a week, 1501 East 27th Street in Hayes. New pitcher Macy Altman, 13th appearance of the year. A 3-5 record, a 6.73 ERA in 52 innings. She has allowed 50 earned runs and 104 total. The Indians freshman pitcher has struck out 46 and has walked 29. Hayes High down 8-1, held an early 1-0 lead, but two big home runs by Maciek, a solo home run and a grand slam home run. And we'll set the rest of the lineup for you as the Indians get in position. The pitch from Altman is a strike to Bailey Bugner, the pitcher. The ninth hitter of the inning, and there's one away. Inning started with an error. Pitch on the way, hit left side, that one foul, 0-2. So Wickers today, an inning and a third pitch, 2 hits, 8 runs, hit 4 batters and struck out 1 and allowed 2 home runs. It was the third and fourth home run allowed this year, and that wind pushing everything to the outfield. The pitch on the way from Altman, that one hit the batter. 5th hit batter of the inning.
Hit by pitch, that brings up number 15, Burkamp.
That'll bring up Rachel Bergkamp, who started the inning, reaching on an error.
Ritter, you're in the hole.
That'll bring up Bergkamp with 1 out and a runner on first. Jason Wickers, by the way, moving to left field after exiting the game. Here's a pop-up, a little popper on the bunt, throws to first. Altman, and off the bag was Park, and now nobody covering third. And over to third base is going to go the runner, Bailey Bugner.
Number 10, Gordon.
And infield's a error make that for Hayes High, number 2 of the inning. The throw took Park off of first base and couldn't keep her foot on, so Bergkamp reaches for a second time on an error, bringing up Abby Gordon for a second time in the second inning. Indians down 8-1, bottom of the second to the 1 seed in the tournament as showing bunt and pulling back Gordon takes a strike, 0-1. Singled and scored earlier in this inning. She scored on a wild pitch. Macy Altman, now the pitcher for the Hayes High Indians. Pitch on the way. That one hit to the left field foul line, and it stays foul, 0-2. 5 hit batters in the inning, just 2 hits. One of those a home run, also 2 Indian errors, number 79 and 80 on the season. Pitch on the way from Altman, way high. That one goes to the fence, trying to score from third, and doing so is going to be Bugner. And moving all the way over to third after Bergkamp had already stolen second base. Bergkamp standing up at third. It is 9-1 on the wild pitch. 9-1, still 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. We're tied at 1. Indians only run a Brooke Dinning solo home run to the top of the first. Pitch on the way, and that nearly hit the batter, Abby Gordon. She jumped out of the way, and now the ball gets away from the pitcher. Altman rolls to second. It was being backed up, though, by Cassidy Pro, I believe, who's now at second. That might be Brooke Dinning. We'll double check. And then the Indians able to keep the runner at third. Pitch on the way, hammered left side, but way out in front of it was Abby Gordon, who nearly put her team up by 10. 2-2 pitch count to Abby Gordon, the designated player. Indians down 9-1. Pitch on the way to Altman. That one popped up right side. It will stay fair. Park couldn't get there. Run scores from third on the single by Abby Gordon.
Another run comes in.
And it's 10-1. It is a 8-run second inning for the Andale Garden Plain Indians, and there is still just one out recorded on a strikeout. Pitch on the way from Altman, popped up back towards us. It'll hit the fence and be a dead ball. Bria Guchenritter to the plate for a second time, hit by a pitch and scored earlier in this inning. 1-all after one, now 10-1 with one out in the bottom of the second. The pitch on the way by Altman. That one popped up on the infield. Park calling for it, can't get there, out of her glove. She will throw to seconds for the force out, but an error on the Hayes High Indians, resulting in the out at second. Abby Gordon down 4-6. Third error of the Indians inning. Bringing up with two outs, Carly Hopper. Pitch on the way, that one low. Fagan came up and chases Guchenritter back into first base. Hopper struck out for the first out of the inning. Still here in the second. Pitch on the way, high. Throw to first, not in time. And it's 2-0 to Carly Hopper. Struck out looking as the first out of this inning. Now there's two away in the bottom of the second in a 9-run inning for Andale Garden Plain. Swing and a miss by Hopper, and it's 2-1. And Hopper was trying to blast that one to deep center field. 2-1 the pitch count. Hayes High down 10-1. Bottom of the second inning at this regional tournament. Hopper pops it up. Run from center field, and the out is recorded, and the inning is over. But 9 runs, including a grand slam home run for the Garden Plain Andale Indians. Hayes High down by 9 to the top of the third on 96.9 KFIX.
This postseason broadcast is brought to you by Classic Quality Body Shop. Over 32 years of quality body care. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Swift Services. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud to support local student athletes. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes. 2 minutes to drop it off and 2 minutes to pick it up. Hayes Convention and Visitors Bureau. Check out visithays.com today. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. And by Eagle Communications, our community connected.
Well, the Hayes High Indians have tried to dig out of a 10-1 hole here in the top of the third inning as they have their 1, 2, and 3 hitters to the plate. Cassidy Pro, Brooke Denning, and Macy Altman. Pro today 0 for 1, a ground out to open the game, and she takes a pitch high, and it's quickly 2-0. Hayes High Indians softball brought to you by Eagle Communications, Heartland Building Center, Midwest Energy, Gibbs Auto Supply, USAFE Pharmacy, and Steel Fabrications. A one hopper right on the ground to the shortstop. Grimes, who's up with it, makes a nice play for the out at first, and Pro is 0 for 2. Indian softball also brought to you by Horizon Appliance and Electronics, Kevin Shoemaker Construction, Next Tech, and M&D of Hayes. That'll bring up Brooke Denning, representing the Indians. Only run so far, a single home run she hit over the center field fence. Pitch on the way to Denning. Check swing on a high pitch, 1-0. It was the first home run of the season and of the career for freshman Brooke Denning. The Indians' 5th home run of the year. Pitch on the way, lays off, 2-0. No Hayes High Indian has more than 1 home run this year. As Bugner looks in, gets the sign, throws and misses, 3-0. Jasa Wickers with a home run. Mackenzie Fagan, Cameron Jensen, Macy Altman, now Brooke Denning, 5 players with 1 home run each. Now Denning shows bunt on 3-0, pulls back, and a strike from Bugner makes it 3-1. Indians 2 hits, 1 run in their 10-1 deficit right now in the bottom of the second inning. Pitch on the way, Denning lays off as it bounces before the plate, And Denning's on for a second time as she walks with one out in the third inning. For Brooke Denning, that is walk number 9 of the season. And coming to the plate is Macy Altman. The pitch on the way. Altman swing and a miss at a pitch low. It's 0-1. Altman a strikeout back in the first inning. It is one of 2 strikeouts that the starter Bailey Bugner has so far today. Pitch on the way, off speed, bounces in short, throw back to first, and Denning almost caught off of first base. Pitch missed, by the way, 1-1. Hayes High as a team this year has stolen 37 bases. Brooke Denning has 6 of those. She is second on the team to Macy Altman, who's at the plate, swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Hayes High down 10-1, top of the third. Runner on, a walk with one out to Denning. Pitch on the way to Altman. Altman stays alive at the plate, fouls one back towards where the Ulysses Tigers are warming up. Winner of this game takes on either Ulysses or Maize South. The Mavericks, the 2 seed, Tigers, the 3 seed, both with winning records. That pitch bounces in, 2-2. The wind right now, the lightest that it's been all day, still blowing 10 to 15, sometimes 20 miles an hour. Pitch on the way high, and it's 3-2, and a good job by Altman, who fouled off a tough 2-1 pitch, or a 1-2 pitch to stay at the plate. The pitch on the way from Bugner is hit softly to the third baseman, who throws to second for the lead out. Altman will reach on the fielder's choice. Good job by Shonda Cox, the third baseman who was playing in on it. And there's 2 away as she got the out at second to retire Brooke Denning. Then bring up Cameron Jensen, one of the Indians' 2 hits today, a single with 2 outs in the first inning. Jensen leads the team with 21 hits on the year. Pitch on the way, popped up, that one's foul, back out of play. It's going to hit the press box, and it's 0-1. Jensen, in the first 4 games this year, had 5 hits before she went 5 for 10 in the doubleheader against Colby. One of those 5, her first home run, and she had 7 runs driven in that Colby doubleheader. The pitch on the way, hit sharply to left center field once again, and a 2-hit game for Cameron Jensen on a pair of singles.
With 2 on and 2 out.
Jensen having a fine senior season. Hit number 22 of the year. She is 22 for 50 now on the season. Bringing up Jasa Wickers. She reached on an error back in the first inning. Hayes High down 10-1. A disastrous bottom of the second put them in this bind. Pitch on the way, and Wickers a swing and miss. It did foul tip. And it's 0-1, and that kept the runners at first and second as the ball had gotten away for a moment from the catcher, Rachel Bergkamp. The pitch on the way. Wickers lifts this one to right field, back towards the fence, and it is gone for a home run. Jason Wickers with a 3-run home run to right field, and the Hayes High Indians make it 10-4 as Wickers gets her team-leading second home run of the season. It's the Indians' second home run of the game. 10-4, the Hayes High Indians get a little closer on the 3-run home run by the Hayes High Indians' Jasa Wickers. Wickers just got it over the fence in right field. The right fielder, Peyton Chavez, was running after it. She looked up and was trying to track it down, then found herself against the fence and watched it sail over. So each team now with 2 home runs. Each team with a solo home run, Andale Garden playing with a grand slam, and now the 3-run home run by Jasa Wickers, that with 2 outs in the top of the third, and now a grounder back to the pitcher. Bugner fields, throws out Shoemaker at first, but the Indians get a little closer, 10-4 after the top half of the third inning. The Hayes High Indians trail the Andale Garden Plain innings by 6. This is Hayes High Indians softball.
This postseason broadcast is brought to you by Thomas More Prep Marion alumni. Worlds of opportunity, investing for eternity. Walmart Superstore. Save money, live better, Walmart. Lifetime Dental Care. Health, function, beauty. Bacon Wright Appraising Services. They are certified to provide appraisals for your next transaction. Home Steel Siding and Windows. Making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. At Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, they believe there is nothing more powerful or more important than a home. And by Eagle Communications, our community connected.
After a 3-run top of the third inning, the Hayes High Indians have cut a 10-1 deficit down to 10-4. Now Macy Altman back onto the pitcher's circle to face the 9-1 and 2 hitters. It is Madison Grimes, Shonda Cox, and Peyton Chavez, the shortstop, third baseman, and right fielder to the plate. 10 runs on 4 hits for Andale Garden Plain, but 3 Indian errors, 2 wild pitches, and 5 hit batters helping out the 1 seed in this tournament. Pitch on the way to Grimes, misses, and it's quickly 2-0. Grimes hit by a pitch and scored in the second inning. When she was hit by a pitch, it drove in a run. 2-1 as Altman hits the strike zone. Also, Hayes High Golf hosting regionals today at Smoky Hill Country Club. The pitch on the way, and that hits the batter. So Grimes hit for a second time today. That is the 6th hit batter today by the Hayes High Indian pitching staff.
Number 4, Cox. Chavez, you're on deck. And
it will be Shonda Cox to the plate for a 3rd time in the 3rd inning. Or 3rd time in the game now, each in the first 3 innings. Shows bunt, pulls back, and stealing second base is going to be Madison Grimes. Cox had squared around to bunt. Grimes was off and running, and the ball went to the back screen anyway, and no chance for a throw to second. So a runner in scoring position. Pitch on the way high. That gets off the glove, and Grimes over to 3rd. And that'll bring up, Shonda Cox at the plate. 2-0 pitch count. She may be pulling off of that showing bunt now. She does. She does show bunt. Fouls it back into the screen, 2-1. Macy Altman pitching in relief of Jasa Wickers. Faced 5 batters in the previous inning when Andale Garden Plain sent 14 to the plate, scoring 9. Pitch high, gets past the catcher, and scoring from 3rd standing up is going to be Grimes. So Grimes hit by a pitch, steals second, a pass ball and a wild pitch, and it's now 11-4. And 3-1 to Shonda Cox. Pitch on the way from Altman, that's high, and a walk. It is the first walk today. Hayes High has hit 6 batters, and now nobody paying attention, and stealing second base is going to be Shonda Cox before the first pitch of the next inning, or the next batter. That'll bring Peyton Chavez to the plate. The pitch to Chavez, bunts, pops it up behind behind Fagan, and she can't quite track it down in time. Did a good job to throw the mask and go track it down, but the wind pushing it away from the sophomore catcher did not help out. 11-4, bottom of the 3rd. Hayes High, a 3-run home run in the top of the 3rd by Jasa Wickers to make it a little closer after being down 10-1. The pitch in the dirt, throw to 3rd on the steal attempt is not in time. Stealing 3rd is Shonda Cox. Indian softball today being brought to you by Canterbury Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery, Progressive Physical Therapy, Crop Production Services, Edward Jones, Daryl, Jeff, and Linda Seibel, and State Glass Company. And Hayes High infield and pitcher getting together now, and Hayes High right now needing to communicate better because after the walk, Cox stole second with nobody looking and now steals 3rd, nobody yelling to help out to know that there was a runner moving. A run has crossed the plate here in the bottom of the third and still yet to record a hit in the inning. Andale Garden Plain leads 11-4. Peyton Chavez from the right side. The 1-1 pitch count fouled down off the plate, and it's 1-2. 4 home runs today, 2 by each team, and both of them by the next batter for Andale Garden Plain, Macy Eck. The pitch on the way from Altman. That one bounces in. It stays close to the catcher because it hits the umpire in the shin guard. Fagan took a piece of that one as well. 2-2. Runner at third is Cox. Walked and then stole 2 bases. And now they're going to switch the ball out. Home plate umpire comes out to switch it with Altman, who apparently noticed something about the softball to switch out. 2-2 the pitch count. Nobody out, bottom of the third. Tied after 1, then a 9-run bottom of the second by Andale Garden Plain. Pitch on the way from Altman. That's popped up back into the screen. And it's still 2-2. In that bottom of the second inning, Hayes High allowed 3 hits, committed 3 errors, had 2 wild pitches, and hit 5 batters. Now 1 across in the bottom of the third for Andale Garden Plain. Pitch bounces in, 3-2 to Peyton Chavez, who's 0 for 1 today. A line drive out to second base, hit by a pitch and scored in the second. Pitch on the way, popped up, foul territory, back near the fence, and Fagan can't quite track it down. It crossed into the shadows that have slowly begun to creep into the foul territory behind home plate. Still a ways to go before it gets to where home plate resides. 3-2 from Altman. On the way once again. That one hit sharply to left center field. That's going to bounce up against the fence. That's going to score a run, and that's going to be a RBI double for Peyton Chavez. It's now 12-4.
A stand-up double for Andale. That brings up number
Bringing
7.
up Macy Eck. And Macy Eck has been a problem today for Hayes High. 2 home runs, a solo in the first, a grand slam in the second. The only left-handed batter today sent one over the center field fence and then one over the right field fence. Hayes High has 2 home runs, a solo by Brooke Dinning and a 3-run home run by Jasa Wickers. And the pitch up and away to Eck, 0-1. Indians trail 12-4. All of their runs on home runs. 5 of the 12 runs on home runs by Andale Garden Plain. Pitch high. 2-0 to Macy Eck. Chavez at second on the RBI double. Shonda Cox scores for a second time today. Here's the 2-0, and it's popped up behind the plate. Fagan tracking it down, can't make the basket catch, and it's 2-1. Hayes High down by 8. And home plate umpire will grab the catcher's mask and retrieve it for Mackenzie Fagan, who had flipped it off to go run down the foul ball. Left-handed hitting Macy Eck, 2 for 2 today with a pair of home runs, takes a strike, and it's 2-2. The first one by Eck, a no-doubter. The second one maybe was in doubt for the first second that it left the plate. Pitch on the way to the lefty, popped up. That one well out of play, late on the swing, still 2-2. Hayes High Indian softball brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker, Adams Brown, Barron and Ball, and Leon's Welding and Fabrication. As a team, Hayes High has now given up 10 home runs on the season. Pitch bounces in, gets away, and we'll go over to third base, Peyton Chavez. 2 runs have scored. 1 hit has been recorded in the inning. Now 3-2 to Macy Eck, the lone left-handed hitter today. Pitch on the way, low. Ball gets away from the catcher. Nobody covering home. And the throw now gets away. That's going to allow a runner to go to second base in Macy Eck.
Another run comes in for
So Chavez scores, then on a throwing error, Macy Eck to second. Indians' 4th error of the game. Still no outs in the bottom of the third inning. It is 13-4 in favor of Andale Garden Plain. Batting for a third time, Bailey Bugner. She pops this one up, foul, but will get out of play, 0-1. And they're going to have to call for some more softballs. Bugner today, 0 for 1, pop out to the catcher to end the first inning. Tied at 1 at that time. Was hit by a pitch and then scored on a wild pitch in the second inning. The 0-1 on the way to Bugner, taken high, 1-1. Runner at second, Eck, walked, and then moved to second as the Indians try to get the throw to the plate in time to get the runner coming from third. Pitch on the way, hit hard, left side, but will twist foul, 1-2. Thunderstorms going to threaten the state this week for regional tournaments. Hayes High Soccer will be hosting in the South Central Regional Augusta, 4 o'clock on Tuesday. 10-6 Hayes High, 6-10 Augusta. Another foul ball off the bat of Bailey Bugner, 1-2. Hayes High, if they are able to get by Augusta, will play the winner of 13-3 McPherson and 0-14 El Dorado. The 1-2 on the way in the dirt, bouncing in, but blocking it is Fagan. 2-2 to Bailey Bugner. 13-4, 9-run lead for the Andale Garden Plain Indians. Hayes High did have a short 1-0 lead after the top half of the first inning. Another foul ball struck off the bats of Bailey Bugner out in front of the pitch for a second time. Thunderstorm watches have been put into effect for portions of this western half of Kansas, including where we're at in Ulysses. A few storms firing off to our north at the current time. With those at the moment moving off to the northeast. The 2-2 on the way. That one hit to left center field. That's going to get down and one hop the fence. Coming home to score from second is going to be Eck. A stand-up RBI double for Bailey Bugner.
Bugner with the stand-up double. That brings another run in for
second RBI double of the inning.
Gordon, you're on.
And that'll bring up Rachel Bergkamp. Still no outs in the bottom of the third. 14-4 in favor of the Andale Garden Plain Indians. Courtesy runner is going to be Kara Heimerman. She will run for the pitcher, Bailey Bugner. That'll bring up Rachel Bergkamp, who has reached twice on an error and scored twice as well. Pitch from Altman, fouled away over top of the third base dugout, 0-1. Indians pitching staff has worked ahead of the Andale Garden Plain hitters from time to time today, but hasn't been able to close anything out. Now the wind really starting to blow out of the south as those storms start to form to our north and feeding into the north. You can see where the front's going to start moving in. Pitch misses down in the dirt to Bergkamp, taking third is Bugner. 1-1 to Rachel Bergkamp, and you can see where the storm lines are going to be forming later on this evening. They'll try to get in all three games today here in Ulysses. Second semifinal between Ulysses, 12 wins in the 3 seed. The pitch on the way to Bergkamp. Pops it up left side, shallow left field, and that's going to land for a hit. An RBI single for the Andale Garden Plains Rachel Bergkamp, and it's 15-4. Bringing up hitter number 7 of the inning, and still nobody out in the bottom of the third, Abby Gordon. Hayes High Indian softball brought to you by Lewis Automotive, Insurance Planning, Hayes Chevrolet, Discount Siding, and Fort Hayes Auto Sales. 15-4 in favor of Andale Garden Plain. And to the plate, Abby Gordon, the designated player. Pitch on the way from Altman. That one comes in low. Throw to first, not in time. 1-0 to Abby Gordon. 2 for 2 today with a pair of singles. Scored a run on a wild pitch in the second inning. Also in that second inning, an RBI single, but then was thrown out at second. Pitch misses, 2-0. Gordon, earlier in one of her at-bats in the second inning, turned hard on a pitch and sent it foul. It had the distance for a home run, but never had a chance to stay fair. Indians down by 11, largest deficit of the game. Pitch on the way, pulling bat on the bunt attempt is going to be Gordon, and heading to second is the courtesy runner, Kara Heimerman. I said Birdcamp had scored earlier in the game. The catcher had been replaced by courtesy runner Jenna Yarmer, so strike thrown to Abby Gordon now, 2-1. 3-1, the pitch count. Pitch on the way from relief pitcher Macy Altman, fouled down in the dirt, and it's 3-2. This is the second time a pitch count has gone full in today's game, both of them in this inning. The third, bottom of the third, 15-4 Andale Garden Plain. Foul ball as Gordon tries to take out Coach Chuck Schrader in the third base coaching box. Still 3-2. Nobody out, bottom of the third, 5 across. A hit batter, a walk, RBI double, walk, RBI double, RBI single. Pitch on the way, foul ball. Early on the swing, Abby Gordon still 3-2. One of the runs scored on a wild pitch in there. Madison Grimes was hit by a pitch for a second time today, stole a base, pass ball, and then scored on a wild pitch. 3-2 on the way to Gordon. That one is inside, and walking is going to be Abby Gordon. 2 on, nobody out for Bria Gutschenritter. Gutschenritter is the second baseman. Bats for a third time in 2 innings. Hit by a pitch and scored in the second. Reached on an error also in the second. Indian softball today being brought to you by High Plains Roofing, Commerce Bank, High Plains Farm Credit, Classic Quality Body Shop, Roof Masters, Hertz Rent-A-Car, and Steel Fabrications as the Indians infield and pitcher get together and chat for a moment. Indian softball on ECTV, HayesPost.com, and 96.9 KFIX Plainville Hayes. Bria Gutschenritter to the plate. She has scored 1 of the 15 runs today in what is now an 11-run differential. Pitch on the way, called strike to Gutschenritter, 0-1 from Macy Altman, replaced Jasa Wickers. Altman on the 0-1, fouled away, lots of distance, but stays foul, and Wickers tried to run it down deep in the left field corner near the area that the two fences come together. It did land foul. Gutschenritter down in the count, 0-2. She was well out ahead of that count, and the wind helped push it foul. The 0-2 from Altman. Gutschenritter takes inside, 1-2. Indians down 15-4. Each team a solo home run in the first inning, and then a 9-run bottom of the second for Andale Garden Plain. Pitch on the way. Gutschenritter gets hit by the pitch. It is the 7th hit batter by the Hayes High Indians. Second time that Gutschenritter's been hit. And the bases are loaded for the 9th hitter of the inning, Carly Hopper. Still nobody out in the bottom of the third. Hopper struck out and has popped out both in the second inning. She was the first and third out of that 9-run second inning. Pitch on the way, outside and high, 1-0. Indians did respond in the top of the third with a 3-run home run by Jasa Wickers, but it is now 15-4 with the bases loaded. Nobody out, bottom of the third for Carly Hopper. Pitch on the way, high. Sticks in the glove of the catcher Mackenzie Fagan, 2-0. Altman on in relief. The pitch on the way, that one comes in low, and it's 3-0. Indians down by 11. 1 in the first, 3 in the third. Pitch on the way, and a strike thrown by Altman to Hopper on the 3-0 pitch count. Bases loaded, nobody out. Hopper steps out, looks at her head coach down the third base line. Hayes High Indians down 11, 15-4. Pitch on the way, and that's low and inside, and that will walk in a run. An RBI walk for Carly Hopper. Indians' third walked batter and 10th free pass overall. Birdcamp scores, and actually scoring is Kara Heimerman, the courtesy runner. Gordon to third, Gutschenritter to second, Hopper to first, and now a solid single to center field by Madison Grimes is going to score 2. Grimes, a 2 RBI single, makes it 18-4. And Andale Garden Plain a runaway from ending this ball game. Gordon scored, Guchenritter scored, to third was Hopper, and moving to second on the throw, Madison Grimes. 18-4, nobody out, bottom of the third. And to the plate is Shonda Cox, and she will send a little popper right back to the pitcher for the first outs of the inning. An 8-run third inning after a 9-run second inning, 1 in the first for Andale Garden Plain. Pitch on the way, smothered by Fagan, 1-0 to Peyton Chavez. She has scored twice, 1 for 2 today. Soft line drive out, hit by a pitch and scored, RBI double and scored, and she hammers one to left field. That is over the head of Wickers, and that's going to be the ball game. The 2 RBI double by Peyton Chavez will officially make the score 20-4. Run rule difference after 3 innings ends the Indians' season as Andale Garden Plain takes the win. They are now 16-5 on the season. Hopper scores, Grimes scores to end the game. Final 20-4 in favor of Andale Garden Plain. Andale Garden Plain will take on the winner of Mays South and Ulysses in the championship game tonight here from Ulysses. This has been Hayes High Indian Softball.
This postseason broadcast is brought to you by Thomas More Prep Marion alumni. Worlds of opportunity, investing for eternity. Walmart Superstore. Save money, live better, Walmart. Lifetime Dental Care. Health, function, beauty. Bacon Wright Appraising Services. They are certified to provide appraisals for your next transaction. Home Steel Siding and Windows. Making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. At Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, they believe there is nothing more powerful or more important than a home. Classic Quality Body Shop. Over 32 years of quality body care. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Swift Services. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud to support local student athletes. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes. 2 minutes to drop it off and 2 minutes to pick it up. Hayes Convention and Visitors Bureau. Check out visithays.com today. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. And by Eagle Communications, our community connected. This postseason broadcast is brought to you by Thomas More Prep Marion alumni. Worlds of opportunity, investing for eternity. Walmart Superstore. Save money, live better, Walmart. Lifetime Dental Care. Health, function, beauty. Bacon Wright Appraising Services. They are certified to provide appraisals for your next transaction. Home Steel Siding and Windows. Making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. At Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, they believe there is nothing more powerful or more important than a home. Classic Quality Body Shop. Over 32 years of quality body care. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Swift Services, Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud to support local student athletes. Master Cleaners, do your laundry in only 4 minutes, 2 minutes to drop it off, and 2 minutes to pick it up. Hayes Convention and Visitors Bureau, check out visithays.com today. Bernie's Hamburger House, feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. And by Eagle Communications, our community connected.